G'day, this is Shay, and welcome to a new vanilla Minecraft world on the Ryotcraft server. That's right, we've reset the old world Oasis, and this is a brand new world. Pretty awesome, huh? I'm so excited. There's new lands to explore and build upon. Exciting. Firstly, I got a new skin. What do you think? I'm pretty happy with it. My old skin, well, I downloaded it from somewhere and then I just changed it and tweaked it and it ended up being a bit of a mess. So I started from scratch and I added this little flower headband, which I can't take credit for, unfortunately. I found it on Minecrafters Need Cool Shoes. So if you want something like that, go check it out. It's on that website. So this is a brand new world. We have about 11 people on this vanilla server. Their names are down in the description. Go check them out. They post videos pretty regularly, except for 50 Walrus, who streams on Twitch. So go check him out. 50 built this mob farm over here. I think he built the whole thing during a stream. That's very clever. This is my base. It's just a shack at the moment, but I have plans for extensions. But at the end of the episode, I'm also going to give you a sneak peek at a really cool, awesome project I have in the planning stages. Something magical. You're going to love it. I just know it. Yep. Now, I've been studying up big time on redstone. I've always shied away from redstone because it always seemed like a really difficult thing to do, really complicated. And it was just too hard. There was always people who knew more about it than I did. Yeah, well, that's no excuse, really, is it? So I'm getting up with the play on it, and I've built my first redstone contraption. A steakhouse! So this steakhouse is a design by Mumbo Jumbo. The link to that video is down in the description. This was the first design he came up with, where the baby cows simply just move across to this side. And when the gate goes down, so the lever here is how you move the babies across. And when they're on the other side, you close the gate again and then you wait for them to grow up. Unfortunately, some baby cows get slaughtered. Bit tragic. So there is the option to put a glass block here. So if I just show you up here, this is the gate just here. If you change this with a glass block, then they don't cause damage to the baby cows. However, the baby cows would just get stuck in there. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, especially since Mumbo did this a few years before 1.8, and back then the lava didn't even cook the meat. You had to come around here and have a furnace down here, and a hopper would feed it into the furnace and actually cook the meat for you. Nowadays the lava does actually cook the meat. His second design was more compact. They would come down here and the baby cows would be situated a couple of blocks lower, but I preferred this design only for aesthetic reasons. Anyway, thank you Mumbo for this fine design, my first ever redstone build. First one of many, I'm sure. I've tried to make this a functional farm. I've tried to pretty it up a bit. The brown clay, well, maybe it's coincidence, maybe it's on purpose, you'll never know. You can decide. So what you do is you push this button here, the water comes out and the cows all go swimming. You just squeeze over here and grab some wheat. And you feed all the cows, hopefully they're all ready to breed. Yep. So there's plenty of them in there. I started off with only 2 cows and I've been hanging around in the AFK room waiting for them to be breedable. So I don't know, I cannot tell you how many are in here. Probably maybe 20, I'm not sure. So we put them in here and then we go back down, push the buttons so they all settle down. Shh, quietly. Look, there are the baby cows in there. So once all the babies have spawned, you go over here, make sure you have a piece of wheat in your hand. We'll just hop up here. And you push this button and all the babies come out. Hopefully you're following you because you've got the wheat in your hand. You put the gate up and hope to heaven that babies don't get stuck in there. Cool. Okay, so nobody died. That's good. Yeah, so when they grow up, I'm not actually sure how many are up there. Looks like only 1 or 2, but there's probably more than that. So basically, when they grow up, they have a hot tub party and dinner is cooked. Magic! eventually I want to make it so that you can come over here and you can sit down and then you can press a button and a piece of steak will be flung at you and you can sit here and enjoy the view and have your dinner. Lovely. And then you can come over here to, this is Baz's Potions Bar and Brewery. You can come in here and make yourself a couple of potions and get a bit drunk. And then you can come over here to Clobberstomp's fish farm, Clobberstomp's rod and reel. You come in here and I actually don't know how this works. I'm not going to go in there. You can check out Baz's video for how that thing works, and you can check out Clobberstomp's video for how that thing works. So yeah, hey, look, steak, brewery, pub, fishing. Gosh, boys paradise. I'm seriously on the wrong server. Where's the beauty parlour? Jeez. Up here on the hill is Baz's base. I thought it was pretty funny that Evermance comes on the server and he looks up here and the first thought he has is that it's Clobberstomp's base. But no, I think Baz has kind of staked his claim here. You know, best view, built a brewery. Yeah, I think he's found his happy place. So we found a zombie spawner and a skelly spawner close to each other. So we made a double spawner. So this is all set up so you can get your experience here by killing these mobs, but you can also make healing potions over here. And you can use those to throw at the mobs to kill them all instantly basically. And also we've got an enchantment table, and there's also all the storage over here. So we've got like arrows for Africa, bones for Brazil, rotten flesh for France. Oh, too early? Sorry about that. Also over here we've got probably what's going to eventually be like a villager trading centre, possibly? Don't know, not sure. I'll have to ask someone about that. And this is a pretty cool farm. This is how I've been collecting enough wheat to feed my cows. It's pretty good. Look at that. Millions and millions of wheat. Okay, cool. Done. So as far as I know, there aren't any more splash potions in here. But basically, you can come up here and you can kill these guys and get experience. You can see that I've got 27 levels, so I'm not very far away from being able to enchant something. Yeah. This sword is an iron sword, sharpness 4, unbreaking 3, fire aspect 2, looting 3. Was it looting 3? Anyway. I got this so that we could go to the nether and kill wither skeletons. And it was quite effective. It still took us a long time to get 3 wither skeleton skulls. But that's another story for another time. We also have a slime farm that we've managed to core out. There's a huge big underground mining system, which is just down here. I went down there with a Fortune 3 pickaxe the other day and got quite a few diamonds, which is awesome. We've also got an iron titan, which is spitting out iron like you wouldn't believe. Hence why the fish farm is made out of pure iron blocks. Isn't that amazing? We've also got a wither skeleton farm in the nether. So we've got a couple of beacons hanging around, so we're pretty set up here, and more stuff will be happening on the server as we build up town. Now, one of my jobs on the server is to create this town path. It's not going to stay cobblestone, I can tell you. I've come up with a pretty interesting design and I want to try it out. So over there in that direction is spawn, and that's where the iron titan is, on the other side of that mob farm. And over here is what we call town. Now, I'd love to rename it to something prettier, but when you're the only chick on a server full of guys, it's not one of those things that spawns enthusiasm. So for now, it's just town. This path, however, is going to be my creation, and I have a pretty good idea of it. So I'm going to try it out now, and then I'll come back and show you. So this is the idea I had for it. I was changing in and out a few of these kinds of styles of blocks. So I've just got stone here, and then I got stone blocks here. And I thought maybe a bit of mossy stone wouldn't go too badly in this area, I'm not sure. And then just this wall on the side looks kind of cool, gives it a little bit of a texture, and maybe that texture is quite nice offset with a smooth stone, and then the blocks in the middle. Not sure, what do you think? I think it doesn't look too bad. I guess if the whole thing was like this, it would look a lot better. At the moment, it's just this one area. Now, while I'm building this path, I wanted to talk to you about something, and that is anxiety. There seems to be a few conversations going around, or people have just mentioned it in a couple of videos and in real life. It seems to be a thing that people talk about a lot, and I think it's prevalent a lot nowadays, especially with this idea that we all have to be successful. And I've even seen it in young people, and it's quite heartbreaking in a sense that these children, not these children, but these young people sort of feel like they have to step up their game and be better than everyone else, and that life is all about success and succeeding and being the best, and there's no room for just, you know, being yourself. You just have to be, oops, there's too many there. You have to be amazing, you know, and not everybody can step up to that. Sometimes if you're like me, you never really find out what it is you want to do with your life, and you ended up doing things, all sorts of things, and they're satisfying and fun for a while, but, you know, after a while they become just, they're not fun anymore. So yeah, back to the topic, anxiety. I'm pretty sure you've experienced anxiety for a bit in your life, or, you know, maybe you're experiencing it right now. And it completely disrupts the flow of your life. Like, even the things that you're good at, sometimes it just kind of stops you in your tracks and you're like, ugh. So that's what I've been going through lately, and it's kind of why I haven't been putting out a lot of videos recently. I've sort of been feeling, you know, I haven't been getting out as many videos as I should. I'm going to have to sleep in a minute. Just let me go sleep. It's got to the point where I was thinking, I can't do this. My videos, they suck, you know? And it wasn't necessarily that they actually sucked. You know, I'm always trying to improve on stuff that I've done before, or learn new things, like redstone. Have we got steak yet? Have they burned? They have! Look at that! They're gone! And down here, we have steak. I'm gonna have to have some, people. Let's just take a few pieces, because we don't want to be piggy and steal them all. Nom 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 nom. Good steak. The first piece of steak from the steakhouse. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm always trying to like improve on the stuff that I've done, and do something a little bit, you know, different. Or, you know, some of you may know that I went to film school several years ago. So this kind of thing, making videos and talking and, you know, telling stories, is something I really love doing. But, you know, it comes with a price. You kind of feel like you're putting yourself out there, and it's dangerous, you know. You could have your feelings hurt, you know, or your confidence shattered. And it happens to a lot of people, especially people who start out and they think, I'm amazing, I can do this, you know, I'm going to be better than everybody else, and they find that it's actually not as easy as they had first thought. Now, one of the things that made me feel really deflated was the people in my real life. Now, I don't know, if you're a content creator on YouTube, like, how many people in your real life know what it is that you do? Now, a lot of people, they watch YouTube for, like, you know, babies giggling, or lolcats, or how to fold sheets the right way, or whatever. Now, when I told some of my friends recently, and I've known these people for quite some time, like a few years, when I told them what it is that I did, they kind of looked at me as if to say, what? Are you crazy? You know? And I felt really self-conscious about it. I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't what people, you know, it's not something that people know about. They couldn't understand what it was that I actually did. They're like, what, you sit in front of the computer and play video games and then post them on YouTube? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I do. So, you know, it kind of made me feel strange. Like, what am I actually doing this for? But something we have to realize is that YouTube and other websites where content creators can showcase their stuff is actually a relatively new concept. And, you know, there are people who post videos of their twins who start giggling when their daddy plays his guitar, and, you know, that gets like 1 million views. Whereas, you know, here I am doing a time lapse of me building my first redstone contraption, and it may only get like, say, 50 views or something. You know, where's the effort? Okay, so like, so the time put into creating those babies is actually far more than I put into my channel over the past year, but you get, and it's a terrible example, but you get my point, you know? So anyway, my anxiety was about people in my real life knowing what it is that I do, and knowing what it is that I've been doing for the past year. Especially people like my father, my dad, who never really understands what this whole YouTube thing is all about. You know, maybe he's a bit old-fashioned, I don't know, but he's pretty ambitious. You know, he's a hard worker. He says, you know, put all this effort into something and you'll reap the rewards, and he pretty much has during his life, but he's always known what it is he wanted to do. Now, he thinks I've been writing all year, which I kind of have, but not in the way that he probably thinks about, you know? So I'm sure if I told him what it is that I actually do, he would probably get a huge shock. So what about you? Do you feel anxiety over something you do in your life that you don't want others to know about, or you find difficult to explain to people, or like confess to your extended family? Let me know, especially if you're a content creator on YouTube. Do people react when you tell them? Like, how do they react if you tell them? What do they say? Do they think that you're wasting your life or something? I don't know. What is it that people who don't understand what we do, how do they see us? How do they perceive us? Well, I think that path looks pretty good. What do you reckon? If I extended it that way and maybe checked out how I can make them go up hills, because there's a fair few hills around this area. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. I like that. It's not just a path, almost looks like a runway. You know how you're in the plane and you go to one end of the runway and all of a sudden it revs up and then you start like coasting along the runway ready for takeoff? It's kind of like that. Fly! On the topic of redesign, out with a cobble and in with a stone. Oopsie, that wasn't supposed to happen. My channel will be going through some changes over the next few weeks, so if you see that something has changed, no, I haven't gone crazy, it's just me trying out something new. And if you see something you like, let me know. I'm actually thinking of changing my name slightly, because at the moment it's Shakira, and there's Shaiquera, and the Q is supposed to be big. It was kind of like the letter in the middle of the name. I don't know, it was kind of visually appealing. I don't know. But like the other day, I was in Good's stream. Good is a member of the Minecraft server. I was in his stream and I subscribed to him, and he called out my name on the stream and he says, "Hey Shaiquera, how's it going?" And I was like, no, don't say it like that. And a couple of people have actually said that. They've said Shaiquera, and I just don't feel very comfortable about that. It's not how it's supposed to be said, basically. So I'm thinking of changing it perhaps to Shay for Shay and Kiera for Kira, because I'm going to be doing a little bit more than just playing Minecraft. I'm going to start vlogging and doing some other various kinds of content creation, I guess you could call it. So I don't want to be just about Minecraft. Maybe Shakira would be a little bit more correct in pronunciation. What do you reckon? So as we come down to my base, you can see that I've got a whole bunch of vines growing, and they are for a good reason. Here's a sneak peek of something I'm going to be working on in the next few episodes, and these signs might give you a clue. Number 1, something magical. And this is where I came up with the idea of the path that I designed, except it's a little bit funny to walk across because they're different levels. The vines are tangled. What? That's interesting. What's up here? Ooh, something magical this way comes. And a stack of cobblestone. Well, I don't know. What do you think it might be? If you think you know what it might be, just flick me a comment in the comment section, and you never know, you might be right, but you will find out soon. I'll be working on that in the next couple of episodes. In the meantime, here's a derpy time lapse of me building Mumbo Jumbo's steakhouse. Enjoy! But just before I go, thanks for watching. Make sure you toss me a like and a shout out so my channel keeps on growing and I don't have to feel so anxious about what people think of me in real life, because I won't care, as I'll have you guys to support me. And of course, I'll be supporting you in return. See you next time. Ka kite. Bye!
awesome.
Oh my god! How did that... What?
Are there more diamonds?
No. What the hell happened? I have oh my god, a crafting table here just burst into flames.
Too close to the lava.
No, it's not. Oh, right. Maybe. No.
Oh, yeah. Oh.